Hi, this is Miss Yvette, and I wanted to share with you some of the visual strategies we use in school and teach you how to use them at home. Okay, moms and dads, caretakers or grandparents, whoever's watching this video, I have a little quiz for you. Do you ever have a calendar that you write down on things on that help you to organize your life? Maybe on your phone, on your computer, just a regular calendar. Do you have a list of things to do that you maybe have on your refrigerator or your desk? Have you ever pointed to a picture on an advertisement or a circular to show someone something you really want? Do you ever scan a menu at a restaurant to evaluate the choices before ordering? If you answered yes to any of those questions, you've used visual strategies to help you organize your life, make a choice, or communicate to others. Look at this picture. To our students, and honestly to most of us, when we hear a word, it takes a while for us to process it. But if we see a picture, for the majority of us, we understand it pretty immediately. A perfect example of this is hearing the specials when you go to a restaurant. The waiter or the waitress will give you a list of specials, and 9 out of 10 times we have to ask them to repeat themselves. But if we just look at the menu at our own pace, it's a much easier way to place an order. Okay, so does the word visual only refer to pictures? Actually, for the context of this video, we're including body language, objects, and printed material. Visuals are not valuable to our learners unless they can derive meaning from them. If you were never taught that a stop sign, the symbol of a red octagon, meant to stop, you wouldn't have known what it meant. Therefore, for our students to really benefit from visual supports, they need to be easily recognizable, easily understood, and universally understood. Communication. A surprising 55% of what we interpret from a conversation is based on body language. 38% comes from voice tone, and only 7% comes from words. Therefore, visuals do matter. Most adults today use their cell phone to monitor their schedules, use checklists, post-its, and different apps, all consisting of visuals. So why not teach our students, our children, to use the same technology and have visual resources too? In a special ed classroom, you'll find lots of visuals, schedules, and PECs, which are picture exchange symbols. So why not bring these symbols to your homes? Talk about making our children as independent as possible. So I came up with an acronym to help our students coast into independence. So let's start with setup. Our classroom environment is set up for students to know where different areas of the room are. In the same way, consider setting up areas in your house for learning. For those of you who might not have a lot of space, even the corner of your sofa, like picking a certain area of your sofa or a designated chair at the table, can be a spot for learning. This is also for systems. There's a place for pencils and materials in the classroom. Designate a place for learning materials in the home too. What's important is to label the areas and make sure to be consistent when using them. O is for organization. We organize our lives with checklists. Teach your children to make checklists too. Organize areas of their space with pictures and labels to help them know where things go and become more independent. A is for adapt. It's not easy for our children to adapt. Change can be hard. Consider showing your child a picture of a break symbol. If you need one, we could always get one for you. And if you see that they seem to be upset, teach them that it's okay to show you that symbol and to say, I need to take a break. And if they can't say it, to point to the symbol and say, and explain that I need to take a break. Most special ed classrooms have a designated break area or a sensory area. Consider a vacation station, a place where they can do their favorite activities and things. Visuals can be used to organize how a child self-regulates. These are some examples. Some children playing a game, like Simon Says, needs to be organized with visuals. Here's an example of picture symbols. Again, we can provide those symbols for you, just let us know. For example, consider using a puppet, even pretending with a sock and making that puppet Simon. And if Simon says clap your hands, you would then show a visual of the picture of clapping hands and model it. and see if that helps. The goal would then be to slowly fade out the sock puppet named Simon and have the child learn how to play Simon Says independently. Just ideas on ways to use visuals, we want to encourage you to be creative. In school, we talk about calendars. C is for calendar. We talk about the calendar all the time. We have daily calendar routines. If we use them in school, we encourage you to use them at home. Did you know that there are even interactive calendar apps? Check them out. Lastly, the T in COAST is for time management. Timers are tools to support transition. Use them for timing breaks, to transition from fun activities, or for transitioning to not so fun activities. Remind your children that of the duration of an activity by using timers. T is also for task analysis. Our students need to break their things down into smaller steps. Visual task analysis or visual checklists are effective ways to help them to learn to do things in smaller steps. Okay, friends, remember visuals are a great best practice used in special ed classrooms. Be encouraged to try them at home. Have a great day.